A Swift Kick in the Ass, episode 117. Life is challenging and difficult. No one gets out alive. Time to suck it up, Buttercup. Get ready for a monster-sized boot, aimed to help you get traction on personal change and get living. I am John Curran, your host. Join me as I share my journey, exploring the forces that motivate us to change and help us get through whatever life throws at us. A swift kick in the ass. Life on your terms. Welcome to another episode of A Swift Kick in the Ass. This is your host, John Curran, and today's episode is entitled, Water Always Finds a Way. Now, if you recall, last summer, I was hiking on the Appalachian Trail with my friend, not Tommy, but Tommy was very sick, actually, and he was close to dying. So I was grieving for Tommy, even though he wasn't gone yet. And hiking was a great way for me to deal with my grief. It was a way to get out of the house. It was a great way to exercise and work off some of that stress and frustration. On one hike in particular, I remember crossing a stream or our path crossed near a stream, and my hiking partner said how he loved water. He says, and I asked why, and he says, well, because water always finds a way. He says, if you think about it, doesn't matter what water is up against, it always finds a way. So you should be like water. And of course, I've heard similar quotes come from Bruce Lee and from other people. So, but it really does make you think about finding a way. And this leads me to the real purpose of this episode, is to do a little butt kick in here. So this goes out to those listeners who say that they don't have any time to change. And I know that there are a lot of people that are like me, that probably have a lot of things on their plates. They're doing a lot of different things. They're just not just sitting around, but they want to do a lot of different things and they're just not doing it. They want to change, but they don't feel like they have the time to change. Well, now is the time to change and consider yourself called out, okay? All big change starts with what? A swift kick in the ass. So this is it. If you find yourself bitching and moaning and complaining about life and doing nothing about it, consider yourself served by this message. Why are you wasting your precious time and energy on things that no longer serve you or things that you are not going to take action on? So if you're telling yourself, and spending a lot of time and energy worrying or thinking about things that you want to do, but really you're never going to do them, why don't you just make the decision to let it go? It's as simple as that. If it doesn't serve you, let it go. If it serves you, then take it on. And if you have a whole list of these things that you want to take on, I suggest you write them all down, have a brain dump, write it all down, write down what's important to you, and then pick the top 5 that are the most important. And don't throw away the list, but throw away all the top, everything except for the top 5. Work on those top 5 and nothing else until you get them done, and then hit the rest of your list. But work on things that are important to you and let go of the things that no longer serve you. That is my message that I am sending to you through this episode. So, as a reminder, we can hold on to the past, and it's good to think about the past. And, I hold a lot of memories dear to me. But remember that past only exists in your brain anymore. It's gone. That time has come and gone. As much as, I miss Tommy, I can't bring him back. I can't go back to those times when he was here. As much as I think about calling him and asking him questions or just talking about, what's going on in my life. I can't do that anymore, and I can't worry about it either. I can't spend energy concerned about something I can't change. So that was part of all what I've been dealing with. And, and that's, I guess, what prompted this topic for me to come up, because I have done exactly this, and it does work. So right now, I know if you've been listening to my episodes, I'm a busy man. I have a full-time job. I have 3 kids, one of them in college. I have a wife. I have dogs, cats, house, boats, cars. I've got a full life. Plus, I'm taking guitar lessons, teaching myself guitar because I've had music in my life, basically all my life. I love it, and I wanted to take my guitar playing to the next level. This was one thing I've wanted to do, and I thought, you know what? I need to just do it or forget about it. And I thought long and hard about it, and I just can't put the guitar aside. I have to continue on down this path. So I'm doing that. I'm doing Taekwondo with my son, Johnny. I am an orange belt right now. So I'm just a beginner, but I'm loving it. And I'm going to train till it becomes black. That's something I've taken on. It's important to me. So I am taking these steps. I'm making decisions about things that I want to do, and then I'm just doing them. If you're not going to do them, why hold on to the thought? It's kind of nice. There's some things that I'd like to do. Like, I'd really like to get another Corvette. I used to have a Corvette a long time ago, an old C3. Nothing too fancy, nothing really super fast. I just loved the style of it. It was a fun car. They used to call me Johnny Stingray. In fact, that when I first met my wife, that's before she knew my name, she used to call me Corvette Boy. Anyhow, I miss having that Corvette. I regret selling it, and I think about it, but a lot. But it really doesn't serve me. It doesn't serve my life at all. It would end up just sitting around. I don't have the time to enjoy it right now. Will there be a time in my life when it is appropriate for me to have a Corvette? I sure hope so. But right now is not the time. So I'm not going to put my thought and my effort into doing that, except for maybe putting some money aside so that I can actually afford to buy a nice car with cash once I'm ready and once that time in my life is here. But, outside of that, I don't have to take any action. And I can let that go, and it frees me up to think about other things, to put my money in other places where it's better used. Hopefully you get where I'm getting at. Stop complaining, stop bitching and moaning, and start doing. Stop hemming and hawing. Make decisions that, you're going to make good decisions and you're going to make bad decisions. That's part of the game. Be fine with that. Learn from the mistakes, because you're going to take one step, you're going to make a decision, you're going to move forward one step, and you're going to learn something. That's either going to take you forward or backwards or sideways or whatever. It could take you in any direction that you choose. It's really up to you. And that also goes back to what I was saying on other episodes about having a clear plan. If you know what the next step is, if you know what you need to do to get to that next step, it almost takes the decision making out of it. It makes it a very easy process. You ask yourself some very simple questions, and it's either yes or no. And if it's yes, you go ahead. And if it's no, you don't. That's it. I'll tell you that when my wife and I were, paying off our debt, we had a very simple question we asked ourselves before we spent $1. And that was, does this move us towards paying off our debt? If it did, then yes, we did it. If it didn't, we didn't do it. We put it off until such a time that we could do it more comfortably. And we can do that, and we did. And I'm there. You can be too. That's why I want to kick your ass a little bit on this. So, be like water. Find a way. And find the time to do the things that you want to do with this life. Because, my friend, it's going to be over with before you know it. Time passes by so quickly. Don't let it slip by. Get everything you want out of life. Make it happen. Stand up, fall down, repeat. Just keep on kicking ass, keep on moving forward, and keep on living life on your terms. Until next time, this is John Curran, and this is a Swift Kick in the Ass. Peace. This marks the end of another episode of A Swift Kick in the Ass, placing it directly in the can. As much as I like to talk, even I have my limits. It's time to go. Catch me on the next show. For better or worse, whether you like us or not, please leave comments wherever you get your podcasts. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Visit our home on the interweb. I think you can leave me a voicemail there. You can also email me at john@aswiftkickintheass.com. It's been my extreme pleasure. I hope you got a lot out of it. I hope you got your ass moving. Until then, until the next time, I'm out of here. Peace.